Hi everyone, so it is Wednesday afternoon. Today is the third day of the Flats and Hand Washing Challenge, and today's prompt is just an open topic, so basically to talk about whatever you want to regarding the challenge. So I'm just going to kind of talk about my experience so far, things that I've been surprised about, and how what I kind of thought it was going to be like has differed from how it has actually been so far. And there will, at the end of the week, be I'll be talking about kind of my whole view of the whole thing and how it went and all of that. But for today, I'm just going to kind of like talk about how it has gone so far. So first of all, I did kind of some trial runs last week before the challenge officially started because I was a little bit nervous about just kind of like going into it blindly, and liked the option of, if I needed to, I could just throw the diapers in the washer to like fix a mistake that I made. In reality, you can't really make a lot of mistakes that are really that bad when you're dealing with flats and covers. They're pretty forgiving, which is one of the things that I really love about flats. So I didn't really have a lot of difficulty kind of figuring things out. I did find that I needed a lot less detergent than I thought I would. I use lately, I've used a bunch of different detergents for my diapers, but right now I use Rock and Green Hard Rock because we have slightly hard water here, and I've just found that that works really well. And usually we just got a high efficiency washer. Usually in my washing machine I use 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of the Rock and Green. So the first time I did a hand washing load, I think I added 1 tablespoon, and I had to do a whole bunch of extra rinsing because there just was too much soap. And thinking about it, it totally makes sense. So first of all, you're using way less water than you normally would. I'm probably using, I would guess, 3-ish gallons each time I fill up the bucket that I'm using. Probably 3 to 4 gallons of water. And I was also only washing 1 day's worth of diapers, whereas usually when I'm using the washing machine, I'm doing like 3 days worth. So it's a huge difference, and so I've had to kind of like play around with it and figure out exactly how much I need. And I have found that I pretty much need, I would guess, about a teaspoon or even a little bit less. And granted, I am only washing 1 day's worth of diapers, and my son does not go through that many diapers. So I'm finding that I'm washing like 5 flats, 3-ish covers, 3 or 4 covers probably, and like a handful of cloth wipes, and that's pretty much it. So there's not a lot, I'm not having to wash a lot, so it makes sense. So that's been kind of surprising that you use so much less water and so much less detergent. I have also been really surprised by the types of covers that I'm liking this week. Normally, when I'm using just flats or pre-folds and covers, I always just pad fold the flats into the covers because my son is 3 and I can't be bothered to try to wrap and snappy a flat around him, and he doesn't really even like them being wrapped around him. So I just pad fold them, and usually I like the covers that have the little things on the front and the back that you can tuck the flat into, and I did show a cover that has that, or a couple of covers that have that, in my video yesterday when I was talking about my stash. So my favorite covers are the Blueberry Capri covers, which have those little flaps to tuck the flat into, and I'm actually finding that I'm not liking the diapers that have those flaps as much as I thought I would. And the reason for that is that it takes longer for them to dry, and it's actually kind of a pain to get them to dry on the line. So that's been really interesting. So I think if I could redo my stash, I would actually tend to go more towards the diapers that don't have those flaps. And frankly, the flat stays in place perfectly fine without them. So that's been interesting. And just kind of like overall my experience so far this week has been that it has been a lot easier than I expected it would be. My general kind of like daily routine has become that when Lex, my son, goes down for his nap, I grab the diaper pail and bring it into our bathroom and do rinses, and then I usually do 2 rinses, and I'm going to be talking more in detail about my wash routine tomorrow. Do 2 rinses and then fill it up again with some soap with hot water, plunge it a little bit, and then go and make myself some lunch and let it just soak. And sit and have some lunch, and so it soaks for probably about a half an hour, and then I go back up and plunge it some more, and then do the rinses, and then hang it out on the line. And in total, I would guess that I'm only adding a half an hour maybe of actual work, and I generally bring my phone up with me and I watch YouTube videos or whatever while I'm doing it, so it's really not very difficult. And it's nice because it's become kind of a routine and a rhythm where Lex goes down for a nap, I go and start washing the diapers, I have lunch, I go and finish washing the diapers, and then I still have some time to kind of sit and relax before he gets up from his nap. So it's actually been really easy, and I knew that I liked flats and covers before, but I really like them now. And I don't think that I actually would convert my whole stash to them, but I definitely think that I will start using them more. And I'm totally fine with, like, when we go on vacation, that's generally what I take flats and covers. And so I feel totally comfortable doing that, and even hand washing for vacations in the future, which is one of the reasons I'm doing the challenge. So that's kind of where I'm at so far. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm finding it to be relatively easy. Granted, I am a stay-at-home mom, and my son is not in daycare or anything like that, so there might be some additional challenges if I worked outside of the home, and didn't have the time during his nap to do the washing, but I could just as easily do it when he goes to bed, and then I just wouldn't necessarily be able to hang the stuff outside to dry, which I think helps a lot with the drying time when it's out in the sun and the wind is blowing it around and all of that. But yeah, so that's my thoughts so far. We're on day 3 today, so we'll see how it continues to go, but I'm really enjoying it so far. So I hope you're enjoying following along with me on this journey. And again, if you're participating in the challenge, I'd be really interested in following you. So if you want to leave a comment down below to let me know if you have videos or a blog or anything like that where you're documenting, I'd really like to follow you too. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.